So right now we're working on trying to diagnose a non-working air conditioner on this old BMW 2002. This is a 1973. This is some what appears to be add-on air conditioning that the car never came with. Also, it's interesting that it has its shift pattern and an automatic transmission, which I know the car came with an automatic because it says so right on the very back of the trunk lid. So right now, diagnosing this car with the no AC. We do have a full charge of refrigerant, but still these dials, they really don't seem to do much of anything. So the next step would be to remove all this panel, because it's all one piece, and get in and see what's going on with the connections behind it. So I'm going to pause this for a minute, pop this cover off, and we'll get right to that. So this is about all we can see as far as the connections for these switches here. So at this point, the next thing to do would be to check and see what I have there, power or ground, and does it change whenever I turn the dial. So that will be the next step in this diagnostic process here. All right, so the next thing I've done here is take apart this fuse, and it appears the fuse is blown. All right, so the thing is, we're gonna go ahead and switch this to the on and connect these. As we can see, the fan's not spinning. But there we go. Looks like our whole problem was just a blown fuse. So the diagnostics for this went from first checking the refrigerant level to then verifying these switches work, which they kind of do, but they're a little iffy at best because they have a lot of wear on them, but they do function. So once we get in here and try to figure out where these wires go, because this is an aftermarket unit, there's no wiring diagram available through ALLDATA or BMW that show this kind of thing. So the next thing was to just verify and see that this didn't really go to the radio, and know that it goes under here towards the AC, and then to check that fuse. And as soon as I check it, it's really hard to see with just the camera, but the filament inside is blown. So the next step would be check power. Power is present, and then since I don't have these readily available, I have to just try to put it together and see does it work, and it does. So again, the entire thing on this car, after going through the diagnostic steps, is a blown fuse.